University of Wisconsin-Madison Intramural Sports Captain's Video.
The Competitive Sports Office is located in the back of the Natatorium, 2000 Observatory Drive, room 1025. During the academic year, the office will be open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Email us at imsports@recsports.wisc.edu. For weather questions, call the weather hotline, 608-262-4756.
All members wishing to participate in intramural sports must purchase the Intramural Sports Pass. The following pass options are available. Year Pass. Students can purchase a year pass at $45 at the beginning of the fall semester through Thanksgiving. This pass gives students all access to intramural sport offerings for the fall, spring, and summer semesters. Students may participate in one single-gendered and one co-rec team per sport when offered. Semester Pass. Students can purchase a semester pass for $25 at the beginning of each semester. This is ideal for students that will graduate at the end of the fall semester or for students studying abroad one semester. Students may participate in one single-gendered and one co-rec team per sport when offered in the semesters in which the pass is purchased. Team Pass. Students can purchase a team pass at $15 for each team they would like to compete in per semester. This pass is ideal for students only interested in playing on a single team per semester. Students that purchase a team pass can upgrade to a semester or year pass at any point. Students that wish to play on multiple teams in one sport are encouraged to purchase the semester pass.
Purchasing a pass. All passes can be purchased through IM Leagues. Captains are not able to create a team without purchasing their individual pass and successfully passing the captain's quiz. Participants will not be able to join a team without purchasing their individual pass. All teams will be placed on the waiting list in their respective league until the minimum number of required players to participate is met. The minimum player requirement can be found in the IM Handbook located in the Handbook section of IM Leagues. Refunds. Team Pass refunds will only be given if the league does not have enough space for the team or competitive sports is unable to facilitate participation for the team. If a student is unable to participate in over half of the season of the sport in which they purchased the team pass due to injury or other extenuating circumstances, they can email the Competitive Sports Office for a refund request. Semester and year passes will only be refunded under extenuating circumstances. The IM Council will hear all requests for refunds for the semester and year pass.
Competitive. The competitive league is intended for those teams that have had some experience with organized play in that sport. This league is designed for teams whose primary objective is to win games. Recreational. The recreational league is designed for teams whose primary objective is to enjoy intramural sports and to have fun. Winning is secondary. Open. For some sports, an open league will be the only division offered as the amount of space available and the number of teams dictate only one league offering. The open league will have a mix of both competitive and recreational players.
Participation. All participants must purchase some form of the intramural pass to participate in intramural sports. Participants may only compete in one single-gender team and one co-rec team when offered. Participants are not allowed to play on two single-gendered teams or two co-rec teams. Captains are responsible for ensuring the accuracy of their team's roster before playoffs begin. Rosters may be viewed at any time on IM Leagues. Players may be added to the roster at any time online at IM Leagues or at the game site, provided they are eligible and meet all of the requirements. Any team that uses an ineligible player during the regular season will forfeit that game. Any team that uses an ineligible player during the playoffs will forfeit the game and be immediately dropped from further competition. Eligibility. In order to participate in intramural sports, all fee-paying students are eligible to participate. Faculty and staff must have a valid Rec Sports membership. All participants must activate their account on IM Leagues prior to play. Defaults. If less than the minimum number of required players of a team have checked in with the supervisor at the scheduled location within 10 minutes of the scheduled time of the contest, the supervisor will declare the contest a default. A default carries a $25 fee which can be paid online using your IM Leagues account. Teams wishing to cancel a game must have their captain or co-captain email the intramural sports staff at imsports@recsports.wisc.edu by 12 p.m. the day of the contest with their name, their team name, the league of play, and their intent to cancel. Once a cancellation has been granted, the request cannot be overturned. Cancellations made after 12 p.m. the day of the contest will result in the team captain being charged the $25 default fee. Phone cancellations and defaults are not accepted. Weather. In case of inclement weather, call the Rec Sports hotline at 262-4756, extension 4 for cancellation information. All efforts will be made to announce cancellations by 3 p.m. on weekdays. Regular season games are only rescheduled in extreme circumstances. Playoff games canceled due to inclement weather will be rescheduled and most likely pushed to the following day, subsequently pushing all other games in that bracket back a day. Please check IM Leagues for schedule revisions. ID policy. All participants must have a valid UW ID card or Rec Sports membership card that swipes into Fusion. If a participant forgets their UW ID card, they can still gain access by using a courtesy pass, as long as they have another valid photo ID or have a picture in Fusion. Valid photo IDs include a photo in their Fusion profile, a driver's license, a passport, or any government-issued photo ID. Courtesy passes may be issued up to 6 times per semester for participants. This includes entries into facilities. Numbers are reset at the beginning of every semester. Playoff eligibility. Teams participating in the A or B league that have achieved a 4.0 or higher sportsmanship rating, less than 2 of any combination of defaults, forfeits, or cancellations, and achieve a regular season record of 500 or better will advance to playoffs. Note that any team not given the opportunity to play 50% or more of the regular scheduled games, example, games canceled due to rain, not including defaults or forfeits, will be placed into playoffs. Playoff bracketing procedures. The week following the end of regular season, a blank bracket will be posted. Teams will be ranked by their winning percentage, with the tiebreaker being accumulated sportsmanship points. Further ties will be broken randomly by the system. Starting at a time designated by the league coordinator, teams will select their position in the bracket based on seed. Note, it is better to pick your playoff path based on availability rather than competition. If a qualifying team misses their designated draft time, they can jump into the order where it stands and select at that time. If a team fails to choose their playoff spot, the league coordinator reserves the right to choose that team's spot in the playoffs. Ejections. The competitive sports staff reserves the right to eject any individual, team, or spectator who interrupts the flow of a game in any manner. Players may be ejected before, during, and after any contest, and by any Rec Sports staff member. Reinstatement. To regain eligibility, the ejected person must complete each of the following. Prepare a written statement detailing the events surrounding the incident. Include an outline of the events surrounding ejection, actions that led to the ejection, assurance that the behavior will not occur again, suggestion for appropriate disciplinary action, and how the behavior will be avoided in the future. The statement should be sent to the coordinator of competitive sports, and schedule an appointment to meet with the coordinator of competitive sports. Please check out the Intramural Sports Handbook for further information.
Sportsmanship rating system. Competitive sports expects all participants and spectators to conduct themselves in a sportsmanlike manner. Unsportsmanlike conduct or other inappropriate behavior occurring in recreational sports indoor or outdoor facilities before, during, or after intramural events will not be tolerated. All teams will begin each game with a 4.0 sportsmanship rating. By showing good sportsmanship throughout the game, teams can earn a 5.0. If a team doesn't show any good sportsmanship, but doesn't show any bad sportsmanship either, they will remain at a 4.0 for that game. If sportsmanship problems arise during the game, teams will lose more points from their sportsmanship rating. As your team captain, you have the ability to influence the level of teamwork on your team. Teamwork is defined as the combined actions of a group of people. One example of teamwork in intramural sports is holding your teammates accountable for their actions so your team's overall sportsmanship rating is not affected by one member's poor actions.
Sport rules. Team composition. The player maximums. Men's and women's. 7 players on the field at any given time. For co-rec, there are 8 players on the field, 4 men and 4 women. The player minimums for men's and women's is 5 players on the field. For co-rec, it's 6 players on the field. The ratio of men to women can be 3-3, 4-2, 2-4, 4-3, or 3-4. The difference between male and female players cannot be greater than 2. Equipment. Teams may provide their own ball. For men's leagues, we use regular size ball. For women's leagues, we use regular, intermediate, youth, or junior size ball. And for co-rec, we use regular, intermediate, youth, or junior size ball. Flag belts will be provided and are the only flag belts that are permitted to be used during play. Teams must wear the same colored jerseys as designated by their captains on IM leagues. Pennies will be available for checkout when teams are wearing like colors. Required equipment. A player must wear pants or shorts with no pockets, zippers, belt loops, etc. Spandex, compression shorts, and leggings are considered legal attire. Underwear is not. A matching team jersey, tucked in or cut 4 inches above belt. Shoes and cleats, or cleats. No metal tipped baseball track cleats. Removable metal tipped cleats are allowed as long as you remove the metal cleats. A flag belt. The penalty for failure to wear required equipment is 5 yards. Players will not be allowed to participate until they are legally equipped in all categories listed above. Here are examples of illegal equipment. Build hats, bandanas with knots, pads, casts, or braces worn that are not compliant with NFHS rules, hooded sweatshirts, even if the hood is tucked in the shirt, jerseys which have an arm opening of more than 4 inches below the armpit, pants or shorts with belts, loops, pockets, or exposed drawstrings, towels attached at a player waist, exposed metal on clothes or person. Timing for the game. A game shall consist of 2 20-minute halves. The clock runs continuously for the first 38 minutes unless it is stopped for a charge team timeout or an official's timeout. The clock shall stop during the last 2 minutes of the second half only. Each team receives 3 timeouts per game. Gameplay. The flag football fields are 80 yards long. All drives will begin on the offensive team's 14-yard line. First downs. A team will be awarded a first down when they pass their own 20-yard line, the 40-yard line, and the opponent's 20-yard line. Teams have 4 downs to advance the ball past the next line to gain. Pre-snap. Play clock. Teams have 25 seconds from the ready-to-play whistle to snap the ball. The line of scrimmage. All players must be set when the ball is snapped, with one exception. One player may be in motion at the time of snap as long as they are not moving forward. The snapper is the only offensive player required to be on the line of scrimmage prior to the snap. Passing the ball. Only the team beginning the play by the way of snapping the ball shall be permitted a forward pass. The offensive team is permitted to throw one forward pass during a down, provided the pass is thrown from behind the offensive team's scrimmage line and it is thrown before a change of possession. All players are eligible. Running the ball. The ball may be handed in any direction at any time. A fumble which strikes the ground is dead and belongs to the fumbling team at the spot where the ball struck the ground. The runner is down when an opponent removes his or her flag belt. If his or her flag belt is already off, the runner is down when an opponent delivers a one-hand tag between the runner's shoulders and knees. A runner is also down when any part of his or her body, other than the hand or foot, touches the ground. A runner is considered down when he or she steps out of bounds while in possession of the ball. A runner may not guard the flags by using their hands, arms, or the ball to not deny the opportunity for an opponent to pull or remove the flag belt. This is a 10-yard flag guarding penalty. Punting the ball. A punt is only legal when it has been declared by the offense. The offensive captain may request a punt on any down. Neither team may cross their line of scrimmage until the ball is kicked. If an untouched punt strikes the ground, it remains live until the kicking team downs the ball or the receiving team recovers and advances it. Once a punt is touched, it is dead where it strikes the ground and belongs to R. For example, the kicking team may not recover a muff punt. There are no fair catches.
Hello.
Scoring. Touchdowns are worth 6 points in a men's and women's game, 6 points in a co-rec game if a male throws to a male, 9 points in a co-rec game if a female throws a touchdown pass or runs the ball into the end zone. After a touchdown, the scoring team may elect to try for 1 point from the 3-yard line, 2 points from the 10-yard line, or 3 points from the 20-yard line. If the defense gains possession during the try, the ball is dead and the try is over. Following a try, the new offense will receive the ball on their own 14-yard line. A 2-point safety occurs when the team in possession of the ball is downed in their own end zone or commits a foul in their end zone. Screen blocking or rushing. Screen blocking is legally obstructing an opponent without using any part of the body to initiate contact. Example is setting a screen in basketball, which is considered illegal. Any use of hands, arms, elbows, legs, or body to initiate contact during an offensive player's screen block is illegal. Defensive players must go around the offensive player's screen block. The arms and hands may not be used as a wedge to contact the opponent. In summary, neither the offensive nor defensive player is allowed to create contact with the opponent. This call is considered a judgment call and is very similar to a block charge foul in basketball. Co-rec rule differences. There may not be 2 consecutive male-to-male completions. A play does not become open when a female runs for positive yards. If a female passer completes a pass to a male player behind the line of scrimmage and he runs through the offensive scrimmage line, it is an illegal forward pass. 5-yard penalty from the point of infraction, loss of down. An offensive male runner may not run the ball through his team's scrimmage line. This restriction ends when the ball breaks the plane of the scrimmage line on a legal forward pass, during a female player's run, or after a change of possession. There are 2 types of plays, an open play and a closed play. On an open play, any player can throw or catch a legally passed ball. During a closed play, a female must be involved in the play by throwing a forward pass or catching a forward pass. All drives will begin with an open play. A play becomes closed after a male completes a forward pass to another male. A closed play becomes open after a play with all of the following. A female is involved, whether it be a passer or a receiver, a legal forward pass, or the play results in positive yards. This concludes the intramural flag football captains meeting. The captain's quiz, found on IM Leagues, must be completed with a score of 80% or higher before a team can be created. Feel free to contact us at imsports@wisc.edu with your questions or feedback. Thank you. Thank you, and good luck this year.